We want to hear his story. He's a very funny guy. Don't worry, he speaks very good English. He will tell us his journey tonight. And let's all welcome Wayan 6833 from Bali. Okay.
Okay, once upon a day, then.
Okay, you drink now. I take a video of you. You drink. You drink. You drink. No, drink. Okay, now I tell you my version of the story. I met Wayan in India, Bangalore, one of the event. It was I was surprised to see an Indonesian there because most of them are Indians and a few Chinese from Singapore and Malaysia. So we were having breakfast in the same hotel. We stayed in the same hotel, and then there it was a fantastic buffet breakfast, and they served very raw bitter gourd juice, right? You can see it was green. It was very scary, raw. And then we were all seated together, and we told Wayan, try it. He didn't dare, but he told me, okay, everything in life we need to try. I will try it. That's how he made this video, and I didn't know he's like a director. He made a part 2. Thank you, Wayan. It was so nice to meet you. And, yeah.
There's always, a unique way for everyone to meet each other, and there always message how the God want to us to know. Just like we met at the night, without God planning, we will not meet it here, right?
Yeah.
So I always believe that when God creates something, when God set something me to meet someone, it's me, and there's something I have to do with you, with her, with him. Just don't know what to do. You don't know what is the job. So since that time, I always put in my head, I'm not questioning why the God set us meeting, set us to meet. What is my concern is how many minutes, how many hours, how long time God give us the time to meet. So I take a decision at that time what I'm going to do, what the focus I will have to do when I meet you, when I meet someone, is to give the value of the time, to give the quality of the time, because we don't know how long we will meet, how long God prepared us. So that's the way, the way I respond when someone God set me to meet, including this time. So we'll give the quality to our time together within this 2 hours, perhaps. So I'll start my PPT, Janet.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the screen share now. I'll start the story, guys. Okay, my journey at the Enagic starting from I do everything since I don't know anything. I start my journey at the Enagic the same way I start my journey at any other job, any other project. I always put in my head, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. That's why I have to do everything. Because no, experience is the best guidance for us, for me. That's why when I don't know anything, I will do everything. I do everything since I don't know anything. So it's just the same way. How I start? You see, in 1963, there was big explosion of Mount, the biggest mount in Bali, Mount Agung. Big explosion, 1963. Many people, maybe 100,000 people died at that time. 7 years later, I was born. You see, big explosion, damage everywhere in Bali, everywhere in the island damage. 7 years later, even 7 years later, the tree cannot grow, dry everywhere, no water everywhere. I was born at that situation 7 years later. And my village is very poor, including my parents. They are very poor. Both my parents is farmer. I have 2 sisters and 5 brothers. That's the situation I was born. We are, very difficult to get the food. And this situation continued until I was 19 years old. When I was 20 years old, even 90 years old, I don't have even one single photograph. My childhood, we don't have. We don't know what is that photograph, photo. We have no money for that. We only focus, my parents only focusing the money to use to buy the food. That's it. And education for his children. And the situation still okay for me. Just something changed when I was, 19 years old at the school, high school already. I fall in love, a girl, a classmate. I'm poor. I cannot ride a motorcycle. I have no ever motorcycle anyway. I'm very shy at the time when I just fall in love. Before fall in love, no matter. But when I fall in love, a teenager suddenly changed. I become introvert boy, very shy boy. And this situation continued in the education. When after high school, I want to go to university. But my parents has no money. Because my older brother, study at Jakarta. My parents give me option. You have to go to college for 1 year. Otherwise, you cannot go to school. So I say, okay, I go to college for 1 year. And then I didn't like that college at all. I hate actually my school. That's why I only attend the school, the college for 6 months only. Why? Because everyone goes by car, goes by motorbike. I myself go everywhere on foot. The most difficult situation on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is really like like a hell to me because no money. The money will come from the village on Monday, next Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no money at all. I have to survive with that situation. What I did at that time, I went to the girl has a lodging house, the boys has a different lodging house. So I went to the lodging house of the girl, where the girl lived there, the student of the girl lived there. I went there at the midnight, just for the rest of the food. That I did. So I get the food from the rest of the food they have in their own kitchen. I'm stealing for the food. And also the other job I have done at that time, I help my host of the house. I help them to the rice field, whatever, to get the food. And this situation continue until a half semester. Still, I don't have money. I don't like that school, but I have to fight for the money. I have to fight for the food. I walk about, let's say, from the university, from this college. I walk about 8 kilometers, working there. A handsome boy already working there. I knock the door of every house. I knock the door of every single house. I ask to them, sir, madam, do you have clothes, laundry, anything you want to wash? I want that job. I want to wash. I want to be your laundry today. So I did the wash. I am washing everything they give it to me by my hand. Sometimes they believe it. Sometimes they don't. Why? Because I'm a boy. Already grow up. They don't believe. Are you sure you want to do this? So, definitely I say yes. Because, no food. Sometimes they give me money. Sometimes they give me rice or vegetable or something. And then I have to go back to my college on food again. So this situation really don't put me, I don't like it. I hate it. So a half semester, I went out from the school. I go to work. And to go to work, I'm still working. Go to work. Find the job. I got the job at the travel agency, at Tour and Travel. At the daytime, I work at their office. At the night time, I'm cleaning the bus. Clean the bus for what? For the food again. Because I have no money, At the night, I have to work again to get the food. But at that situation, I never feel like, changed. After that university, my character is changed. Since I know I have no option to change my situation, then I decided to change myself. I said to myself, I don't mind what the people think of me. I will go, I will go, I will go. I don't mind what they think of me. So my point is, I have to get the food whatever way. I have to get the study whatever way. Have to practice English in whatever way. So I will find out. So when I work at the travel agency, at the same time, I also work, at my boss, cleaning their house, whatever, clean their garden, whatever. So I did everything for that. And one thing in my life, after the situation, I always say, whatever you do, Ayan, you have to do in total way, very total. No matter how, do it totally. I said to myself. That's why I keep learning. I don't mind. I have no money for the study of English, whatever. So I do whatever it takes to get the study. So this situation continued until 1996. There is a big challenge on 1996 from my boss. He said, if you want to grow up in this business, whatever, you have to go out. Then I said, yes, sir. So I went to Europe for the marketing. I paid myself. It's funny thing. I paid myself. I went to Europe. I went to Italy. I went to Spain. I went to France. I went to Dutch. I went to Switzerland. From Switzerland and go around Switzerland. I did it then to get the marketing. And then get back again to Bali. After that, get back to Bali. And then continue with travel agency. And I start my life again at the end of the story after 11 years working with somebody else, with the boss. I have to take a decision on 1999 because the boss didn't give me whatever I want. He promised me actually at that time to give a share order, but I realized at that time it will never happen. So I decided to quit from the job. Unfortunately, I got married in 1999. So I married my wife with no job, jobless. I married my wife homeless. God blessing me really. She fall in love with me, so I fall in love with her. At that time, really, our best capital is only love. So we start a new life with love, like that. Then, I continue I start a new life when I married with my wife. She is architect. I'm not. So she is architect. I decided at that time to follow her. We have to start somehow, and she able to start to set up a new company. I can follow her. So I decided, you now sit in the front. I'll follow you because architect is not my knowledge. I will learn. I will start to study. So we create a contractor. with a very minimum capital. We set up a contractor, building construction, and then God always follow, God always bless when you already focusing to do something, to do the action. So after the construction, God bless us to set up interior. From interior, God bless us to set up manufacture. From manufacture, God bless us through the Facebook, whatever. God bless us with the export. So I'm doing also the export until now. All my job still I'm doing it now. So I do the export. Any kind of, if you need me for your exports, whatever handicraft, whatever, I'm not promoting that you can use me. By the way, no. So I'm doing the export to any country, and we grow, we grow, we grow, we grow. We have our branches in France. Two branch I have it, and then also joint venture, joint cooperation with India, joint cooperation with Italy, joint cooperation with Switzerland, France, for the kitchen set specialized in kitchen set and wardrobe. I deliver export to them. Unfortunately, 6 years in this business for the branches, we stop. Joint cooperation we still have within India right now. The other also stop, and I still, maintain my construction still, development still, and export very less. I know Kangen water from one of my best friend. Actually, it's not my best friend at that time because I just knew him 2.5 months. He just came back to my house from the neighbor introducing him, Joko Triadi, everyone know him. Joko Triadi went to my house. At that time, it was 8 years ago. At that time, my parents get a very serious problem. He got gastric. The problem he had, we will have it also. You guys, everyone, and me will become to that period. We will have this problem with the gastric naturally when our teeth is not complete anymore. When our teeth is not complete anymore, we cannot eat so well. We will swallow, and then our gastric will come up, more and more. That happened to my father. He was 81 years old at that time. So very risk to him to go to a hospital, whatever. But I treat him for 2.5 months to any kind of doctor. The result getting worse. Then I have a chance with Joko to Singapore to consult with a friend there, and she mentioned, "Why you have to make it simple? You have to think simple. Your problem, your father has no serious problem unless gastric." I thought at that time, the simple way I do, just bring my father to the doctor. That's the simple way I know. And she said to me, make it simple. So I didn't understand what the meaning of make it simple. And she asked me, finally, we get back to Bali from Singapore with Joko. And she asked me, find Kangen water. Give it to your parents. Give it to your father. Give the time to your father about 3 or 4 months. He will discovery. He will recover himself, he said. Get back to Bali. I tried to find where is the Kangen water, where we can find Kangen water. I look up the information, I look up to the shop, I look up to the store, I never find it. Then browsing, I find it. I have to import the machine from Hong Kong. Big surprise. But my father is my father. We are very close. Well, I'm with my father so very close. So I close my eyes, I import the machine. At that time, the price about 338,500,000, 3,850 something US dollars. And I spent 69 million, 6,900 something for everything. You see? And I got the machine 3 months after. Again, the problem came when I had the machine. The problem came because I didn't know how to install the machine. What is the water sources has to go in the machine? What is the benefit of the water? How to do it? I did not. I have no clue. I don't know anything. Again, I don't know anything. What I did at the time, I get the water, the water, the familiar water, mineral water. I plug in the mineral water as a water sources of the machine, and then I give it to my father. Incredible, incredible. Just need 3 weeks for him to recover. He already okay, but not 100%, but he already okay. That make me think, what the water is about? Why this water is work for my father? Does the water work for anyone else? I start asking myself how to find out. And then we have no clue. Joko and me, we start almost at the same time. We have no teacher. So I decided at that time to give away the water to everyone. Just give away the water, like that. But I give everyone, if they want to try my water, I always give them in 5 gallons. Everyone, if they want to pay, I say no. You need only to pay the gallons, but you can get the water free. If they're asking only 1 gallon, I will say no. I will don't sell. If they only take 2, I will say no. If they take 5, then I will say yes. What is the purpose? Because I don't know what the water for, what the benefit of the water. I want to try. I want everyone try the water, and I want everyone to say what they feel it after they drink the water. They have to drink in 5 days continuously, 2 liters a day. That I want to do. Then everyone at that time, if they want to try my water, I will put their name, what is the name, what is the phone number, do you have any problem with your healthy? If they have, they will say yes. If they don't, I will say don't, no problem. And then I give 5 gallons. On the 4th day, I will call them. Sir, what do you feel? Anything happened to you after you drink the water? If they say maybe they have a healthy problem, whatever they say, I will write them down. I will put the data. I'm collecting data. If they already healthy, they feel nothing when they drink water, I will say this person feel nothing. So I just want to get data. If somebody say, I don't try your water yet, somebody maybe only take the water because they are not okay. I mean, they feel pity when rejecting me. So sometimes they only take, but they didn't drink. What I did at the time, on the 4th day, I will call them, sir, what do you feel with the water? When they say, I'm sorry, Wayan, I'm sorry, I didn't drink your water. You know what I did? I will come to him and take my water, take my bottle, take my gallon, and I give him this money. Let's say 100 rupiah, 100,000 rupee. Then I give the money back to him. I said to him, I'm sorry, I don't need your money. I need you to try the water. I don't need your money. If you're willing to try the water, I give it to you. But if someone also only drink 2 in 5 days, I'll say to them, don't blame the water. Because the water cannot say anything. The water cannot depend in itself. If you don't drink the water, if you say nothing happened to you, it's not the problem of the water. The problem because you don't drink. Because I bought the CD from Daniel de Makali at the beginning. He said, very, very interesting. He said on the CD, 2 hours presentation, he said, there is a thing, what we call it silent marketing. He said, if you have the machine, shut up your mouth, plaster, like this, plaster for 3 or 4 months. But you have what you have to do, just deliver the water, deliver the water, deliver the water. See, after 3 or 4 months, the people will come back. He said, the water will talk itself. That's what I did. So I didn't do demonstration, whatever. I just give the water, get the data, what the result, what the response, what the effect of the water, and then after this result, I start to learn back to the internet. Why, and so on. And when I start, very soon, I can sold 3-unit machine. I didn't know. It means I became already 2A. I didn't know at that time. Joko, my mentor, my brother, asked me, Wayan, let's go to Hong Kong. And as always, I will say yes. I never say no. So when Joko asked me, let's go to Hong Kong, I didn't ask him for what. I just said, yes, let's go. Then I know going to Hong Kong to attending the 10 years of something, 10 years anniversary of Enagic in Hong Kong. He said to me, this event is formal event. Okay, and then I start the problem. I realized that I have a problem with the suite. I don't have the suite at that time. Since I changed myself from tourism into construction, I always use t-shirt with short pants with the boot shoes to go to the work, to the construction. I don't need tie. I don't need this kind of clothes. So when Joko asked me to go to Hong Kong, I have to use this. I have must this, the suite, the set. I didn't have it. So at the time, I'm confusing. I try to find out. I cannot. And I only buy a shirt at the supermarket. And I get the suite, very old suite from my father-in-law. I use a long pant with many holes. Long pant with many holes. I use a boot, like cowboy boot, cowboy shoes. Because when I was in the travel agency, I used that one. So I came to Hong Kong when I just 2A. Again, this is, the event there is official event. How to make myself official? Then I choose to use a hat. You see on the screen, I use white hat. That's the starting point for me to use the hat to transform myself from to be a little bit formal. So nobody knows the suite I have with the big hole inside. Nobody knows, and they don't need to know. And the second thing I think at the time, if I am only 2A, attending an international event, I can see it already. I will sitting at the back corner of the room. I see it already. Before I go, I see it already. I'll be sitting at the back corner of the room. I don't like it. I don't want to be. Why? Because I go to Hong Kong, I will spend money. I go to Hong Kong for something really interesting. So what I have to do at that time, I said myself, you have to be someone, whatever way, whatever condition. You have to be someone. So guys, if you are in this business, if you only set yourself to be an ordinary people, you will be nothing. You will be nothing. you will go nowhere. If you set yourself to be an extraordinary, be someone. So when I came to Hong Kong I want to be someone. What is the benefit I will have if I want to be if I became someone there? What is the right position? What is the maximum position? The position I have to take so I can go anywhere on the stage, on the floor, on the right side, on the front side, left side, whatever, close to the top player, top distributor. I want to be like that. And I thought the position should be photographer. So I bring my camera at that time to Hong Kong. I act just like professional photographer. So I take photo everyone. I take photo the top leader. I didn't know them. I didn't know them. Then something happened after that. The something happened after that. I met, at that event, I met very, very high top leader, the top leader, like Cynthia Berganti, however. And the other thing I did, when the top leader dancing on the stage, I don't know how to dance. So I just want to be there and be someone. I jump to the stage and dance. You see, on the screen, I did the dance. I don't mind however quality or not, doesn't matter for me. I just want to be there and get the energy. Continue after Hong Kong. I get back to Bali to feel the reality. It's not easy. It's not easy. Far from easy to grow the business of Kangen Water as a pioneer in Bali with no guidance, with no leader, only Mas Joko at the same time. Certainly was not easier. I did a lot of research with the water because the water in Bali is hard water, not soft water, very hard water. We understand later on after I did a 12 months research on the water, spend me a lot on the water because there is not a fixed guidance what kind of water has to be supplied to the machine. I cannot get the answer. So I did it myself. While doing that, while learning how to grow, how to do the business, I start research my own. And learning by doing, Mr. Higa came up to Bali at that time and he said to me, Mr. Wayan, impossible, there will be 62 in Bali. 6A might be yes, but 62, he said to me. To be honest, I didn't understand. To be honest, I didn't understand. What is 62? What is 60? I didn't understand. What I understand from him, he said, impossible to grow in Bali for Kangen water. Okay. So I keep doing it. Keep doing it. After 90 months, I get my 6A. I got the money at that time, 2 billion 100 juta. 2 billion 100 million. In rupiah. It's difficult to say in rupiah. And my sales average per month when I was 6A, 33 unit sales a month at that time. Without knowing, learning by doing, my sales 33, I think it's good enough. And you see, screen now, when I was get back to Hong Kong, when I was in Hong Kong, Joko told me, Wayan, the most important event is the event you don't attend. Joko said to me, if you don't go to Hong Kong, that is the best event. So he said to me like that. So let's go then. I didn't know what will be happening, what will happen in Hong Kong, what will happen in Japan. I didn't know. So I said, let's go. And Joko, right, there was a very unforgettable, alive, magic moment there happening on the stage at the end of the event. I take a picture of everyone. I didn't know Mr. Oshiro. I have no clue who he is. I didn't know. I just know the top leader get onto the stage and taking photo. I want to take that. I want to be in the frame. I want to be in that history. So I jump. I sit there with my head only 2A. And somebody touched me from behind my shoulder. Somebody touched me like that, my shoulder. And I look at him. People said he's the owner, Mr. Oshiro. I got surprised myself, and he gave me a question. The question is, how many people you already have their life out there with kangaroo water? The question I never imagined. I'm already 22 years in the business. Our concern in the business mostly in economic, income, rank. But Mr. Oshiro didn't ask me what is your rank. He asked me, how many people you already have their life out there with kangaroo water? The question I cannot answer. The touch I never forget. The touch that plug it in myself and permanent. The energy permanent in me. That's magic moment, guys. You will have, just like tonight, you don't know which part of yourself touched by the situation, by the word, by the energy. You never know. But you will know it. You will know it. So, the magic moment I got from Mr. Oshiro, live touch that put me in the energy, never end, fighting, sharing the goodness to the people. Through the water, through the system, through the mindset we share with them. Okay? And the other magic moment I got connected with the biggest energy at the time. Cynthia Briganti, the inspirator. I just know her there. JV Pacifico. I just know him there. I cannot imagine myself. I was 2A. Take a photograph with them. With Cynthia Briganti. Maybe she didn't know, but I'm 2A. JV Pacifico. I know them, like star. So taking photo with them, very close with them, with this big energy that will charge you. Now we have, I don't know how many audience. Every audience has the energy. You has the energy. I get the energy. We are connected now. We are connecting now with this energy. This energy we will spread out. How? Facebook, SOSMED. After this meeting, you spread out this energy. You spread out this story. You spread out whatever you think. Write them down. Don't only spread out. Don't only share the photo. Write down whatever you feel it. Write down there. You just spread out the energy to the people. The people need it now. They need it. They need your spirit. They need your energy. Not only money. That's what I think, And I met Cynthia Briganti. This another magic moment. We met at the breakfast time, like I met Janet. We have a breakfast in the morning, Joko and me sitting in the table and having breakfast. Somebody say, "Selamat pagi" from behind, We suddenly look at the back. Who said "Selamat pagi"? Because everyone is foreigner, the bully. See? And we saw Cynthia. She is so sweet. She said, Selamat pagi. Oh, and she introduced herself. She is Cynthia Brigantes, and she invited us to the room. Joko and me went to the room, to her room. And, God really blessing us. As I said, when you're focusing on something, God will give you whatever you need. At that time, we need knowledge. We really need knowledge, product knowledge, system knowledge, whatever. Knowledge of Enagic. We didn't know how. And since God, give Cynthia to us, we bought lot. We understand what is Enagic, what is the water about, what is the machine. Little bit know what is the system about. So the most important event is the event you don't attend. This is the truth. This is the real thing. The word before, like a form, like no meaning. The most important event is the event you don't attend. Just like nothing. But when you see, when you experience yourself, you understand that that word is life. That word is truth. Mean somebody said that word long time before us. They experience already. They feel it already. They know there is energy on that word. That's what happening. Cynthia at that time already earning 100 million, $100,000, 1 million more in rupiah, 1 billion in rupiah. This to Joko meaning a lot. This to me mean nothing. Why? Because Joko understand the value of the 1 billion from this kind of job. I have no sense for that. I didn't understand what the meaning of 1 billion in this business. But Joko get the clue. I didn't get it. Joko get the clue. And he said to me, Wayan, this is our roadmap. 1 billion rupiah, $1 million. That is our roadmap. To do it. Joko said to me. And I said only, oh yes. Guys, are you still with me? Because the internet connection look like unstable.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, get back from the Hong Kong. What I've been doing at that time, I have my project. I'm in the construction project. I make an ultra luxury project in Bali. The project value about 28 million US dollars. That's a big project, even the biggest project from me. After get back from Hong Kong, seeing the city of Briganti, Joko told me, I have a new hope. I have a new hope. I have a new spirit. I have a new brave. I have a new confidence to continue my project. I'll show you. gentlemen, guys, this video is not representing the official video of the project. No, not at all. I make this video 3 days ago, just to show to you a little bit. But this project, the position on the highest level of Bali, we can see the view from there 600 degrees. This is ultra luxury resort. I'm not promoting, but if you want to invest, almost welcome. No, just a joke. So this project now freeze because of the situation, right? And then again, always, I don't know anything. That's why I do everything. I start learning, and then I got my 6A. I even didn't understand what the meaning of 6A. At that time, Joko asked me, "Wayan, let's go to Japan." And I always say to Joko, yes, never say no. At that time, Joko win 40,000 US dollars. And I follow him. I also win 8,000. I'm winning 8,000, not 4,000. $8,000 at that time. I became 6A. Just I know it. I understand it when the announcer called me. Wayan, you are 6A, something like that. Then I said, oh, I am 6A already. And I got the bonus 8,000 US dollars. I met Eric Wong there. So I just know, oh, this is Eric Wong and so on and so on. You know, there is a history you build in this business. You build your own history. You don't know, maybe you feel up and down. But remember, you just writing down your history. So try to be happy within this journey. Otherwise, you will come up to 4A, 6A, and so on with upset situation, not peace in mind. So I choose to be peace in mind doing this business, to be happy doing this business. So you choose. You see the difficulties and feel it sad, or you see difficulties, you feel it happy. Still, the problem is still there, but your feeling is different, right? So I choose to be happy doing this business. I achieve my 6A. Again, they're always challenge. Joko, he is crazy to upline. He always give challenge to me. Just come back from Japan. I just became 6A. Then Joko asked me, Wayan, let's go to America. You see? He never stopped. He always asked me to go. Then he asked me, let's go to America. And I always said, yes, sir. We went to Japan, to America 2015, something like that. For what? I never asked him also. And instead, finally, we are going to go there to America for training. 6A training. You see? He said 6A, we go there attending 6A training. Again, big problem come to me. The first problem come up to my head is English. My English is poor. Jenna asked me, Wayan, where you study your English? I never study my English. I'm only doing practice. Practice, only practice. I never go to college for the English, no. Practice. So that's, my concern at that time. My English is poor. But I said, I don't mind. Let's go. Then we went there. We attending the training. And not only training I got, transformation from a conventional business to understand networking business. One moment there, Mr. Isobe, the trainer, asked everyone, go to the stage and say your opinion about networking. I have no clue at that time. Just suddenly on the stage, I get the sign, the networking in Bahasa, it's mean gotong royong. Gotong royong, it's mean We work together. In networking, you never work alone. In networking, you always work together. That is networking. They understand the philosophy of networking just like gotong royong in our bahasa. Gotong royong means you have to work with so many people. When you work with so many people, you must have high tolerance. Why you must have high tolerance? Because the people around you come with many different language, many different knowledge, many different age, many different education, many different character. If you know don't have high tolerance, you will suffer between this inside of the business. So you must have your high tolerance. Why you must have high tolerance? Because if you can hold yourself, you can build yourself, you can put yourself with a high tolerance, then you will have a very minimum of uh, damage because of the different things. So you can feel it, the bonding. With the high tolerance, you will feel it, the bonding. The bonding in this business is number one. You can see every group in this business, they only can make a big production when they have a very strong bonding each other. You will see. A matter of fact, if you can build very strong bonding between you and all your organization, you will have very strong productivity. If you don't have it, no. Because the bonding, just like blood of this business, you will have encouraged to help each others. No bonding, no business. Again, at that time, I met my idol, Daniel uh, Makali. Daniel Makali, I dream when I went to Singapore. I bought the CD from Daniel De Makali, and I learned how to do the demonstration from that CD. I start dreaming one day I'll meet Daniel De Makali. When I went to America for the training, I met him. And okay, after this, meeting Daniel De Makali was the magic. Wait. Okay, now you will see a video written down by Napoleon Hill. It was a job, a duty at the end of the meeting of the training in America from the trainer. They asking us every night there is a homework for this meeting and for this training. Every night there is homework. The final homework is reading the form from Napoleon Hill. The title is All in State of Mind. You have to read it without text. Big challenge to me. Big challenge to me. I failed so many times. But my leader, the group leader at that training, really wonderful. Miss Leontine, I still remember her. You will see, try to listen why, how, what the energy Napoleon Hill want to transfer to you. Okay? Listen, try to listen, try to watch this video very short. Feel the energy. What is Napoleon Hill want you to have it? Let's see.
If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can, it always certain. If you think you lose, you lose. Oh, don't always go to the stronger person or the faster person. But sooner or later, one who wins is the one who believes, the one who thinks he can.
Guys, if you got the energy, if you got the feeling, you can write them down one there on the chat, but I cannot see, but maybe my wife can see the one coming up or not. If you can feel it, if you can you can get the feeling, get the energy. What is Napoleon Hill written maybe 100 years ago about the 4 maybe 1,000 years, I don't know. Feel the energy. He want to say to you, nothing is impossible. All instead of your mind. If you got the feeling, you type one there. Maybe you don't understand the English because my English is poor. It doesn't matter to you. Just feel the energy. Feel the energy that I want to transform to the audience at that time. Maybe my English is poor, I don't mind. I just want to get the feeling why Napoleon Hill written down this form. Why God give me the chance to understand the form. The point. Okay? And what happened next? You see, what happened next? God is really, so good. The word God is so good is really, it's alive, God is so good, it's alive. When I dream to meet Daniel Dimakali, suddenly, end of the event, without plan, finally, Mr. Daniel Dimakali came up to the end of the event when we celebrate ourselves at the end of the event. We get the badge that means we already graduated from the training. It was a big dream for me to meet Daniel Dimakali. Like imagination to me. I don't know you, to you, but for me, Daniel Dimakali just like imagination. And my big imagination came true. I see him. I, shake his hand. I talk to him personally. And he is very humble. He is very humble. So, at the end of the training, God gave me another reward to meet Daniel Dimakali. So, this is the dream. Most important event. If I didn't come, I don't know. Right? So what next? Get back from Hong Kong, from America. Get back from America. I continue my journey. I continue my trip, my business with Kanga Water. I continue. And another challenge come on 2016. So every year there's a big challenge come. So 2016, a big challenge come. The manager of Enagic Indonesia at that time was Ms. Asato. And Asato Sang said to me, I will read it. Wayan Sang, if you want to grow bigger, you have to learn abroad. That's a value number one. Value number two, when you decide to go to an international event, please bring with you as many as possible of your leaders. That's a value number two. And value number three, when you decided to go to attend an international leader, put on your target, you have to climb up the stage, celebrate your new rank, and the rank for your team. He gave me three challenges. First, I have to go to abroad. Another is one challenge already. He said to me, maybe you can go with your money, but You will not get the value until you bring as many as your leaders. Challenge number 2. That's the challenge number 2. So I have to talk, I have to motivate, I have to, make the whatever to bring more of the leader to abroad, to see a new ambience, to see the new energy, to learn from international whatever. That's the point, number 2. Number 3, he said that is not enough way. If you can go abroad, if you can bring your leader, there's no value on it, he said. You will have the value when you come up to the stage. Because if you don't come up to the stage, only come, it will be spent to you. If you can come up to the stage with your leader, with your team, your money valuable, he said to me. Your energy valuable. Your spirit valuable. So, and he said, he gave the challenge to me. At that time, he only give me time about 3 weeks and more or something, not only even 1 month. My challenge at that time, 2016, to close 153 sales to become 682, to be declared on the stage, to climb the stage in America. I have to finish in 1 month, let's say, 153 sales. I decided with my wife, with the team, we work crazy. We work just like, stock exchange. I work like a stock exchange. We work all night long. Call, everyone we call. I asked to my team, call everyone you know, call to make the sales. We did it. 153 done. We have so many registration paper in my house. We work like crazy. Why? Because you want to come to America with so many leaders should be on the stage. And here is the result.
Good morning, my name is Indra. I'm U6A from Bali, Indonesia.
Margaret, 6A from Indonesia. Hello, my name is Wayan, 6A from Indonesia. Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Ganesh Laksana, 6A from. Halo, nama saya Budi Arif Mahmudin dari Jogja 6A Indonesia.
My name is Agustiani. I'm a doctor. I'm 6A Indonesia. Change your water, change your life.
Halo.
Okay. That is another mission possible. To come to America with as many leaders possible, and then you have to climb up the stage. I paid the challenge. The challenge paid off. I get they are all on the stage, and the journey is just starting again. Get back to Bali. What is in my head? Get back to Bali. We have some already group. We have already people in our organization. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, maybe 7,000 at that time. I already have my group. 7,000, 8,000, 7,000, 8,000, something like that. All over Bali, Java, and Jakarta, and so on. What come up in my head, I have to create an event, big event in Bali, and that event should be excellent. I work always in totality, and I want to set an event. The event should be excellent, not only for business. The event should be including, I bring the art to the of performance to the stage of business. event we make at the Bali Safari is coming up. I use the event to facilitate my son. You have to do this, guys. If you are now in the big group organization in your business, you have so many group, you have so many people there. Use that group, use that your people, use the stage for your son, for your child to challenge their potential on the stage. This is what I have done. Okay, guys, you see, we are now in the business. We have our, golden time. When you grow big with your business, in this network, you have your people. The people you have is a facilitate from the God given to you. Whether you use it or not, up to you. What is coming up in my head, I have my son. He able to play piano. He has no stage. If I bring him to international stage, I'll pay lots. The second, he may be not professional yet. So when we have our own stage, why we don't give it to our son? Why we don't give it to our children? That is come up to my head. So this business, just like a bridge for me to deliver, to facilitate my son, my generation. So if you understand this word, drinking water while diving, I don't know if you know this word, drinking water while diving, that's what I'm doing. So you guys, up to you. If you now grow bigger with your organization, you can take also the chance to give the chance to your son for his potential to grow. Why? Because we don't know. We really don't know until when we can be on the top. We can be on very comfortable business. We don't know. That's why put the time, give the quality of the time to anything you do. Right? Next. Aha. Challenge never stop. Challenge never stop. I understand now, Enagic is a business never end. After the big event, Asato Sang called me when he was a manager of Enagic India. He said to me, Mr. Wayan, please come to India, help me. I want you to be an international guest speaker for the opening of Enagic India. And I said to him, yes, sir. I didn't know what the subject, what the topic I want to share. But I say yes. When I say yes, then I will start to learn. When I say no, I have no clue, I have no idea, I don't want to learn. That's why I always say yes, to challenge myself to learn. When I say no, everything is stopped. When I say yes, everything is start. You know, start is not easy. Yes, just like this. I said yes to him, and I met Janet there. I met uh, Samsia there. Samsia also, like an inspiration, like a dream also to meet him. Because Cynthia talk also Asato-san talk much about Samsia. He said to me, Wayan, you have to go here, you have to go India, you have to learn from Samsia. So I said yes to Asato-san. And I went there, I did my speech. Unfortunately, when I did my speech, suddenly, in the middle of the event, the mic of the audio off, electric still there, aircon still there, but no mic, no microphone. What I did, because I only have something like 45 minutes, I don't want to stop, because why? People already come. They paid already for the ticket, they paid already for the transport, they paid already for the food, they paid already for the time. If I stop in the middle of the event, they will get lost so much. So I decide to keep going, to keep speaking. What I did, I came down to the people, to the row, to the chairs. I came down there and shouting, speak loudly, as loud as possible. Why? Because when the big room, you speak in the front. If you speak, okay, just speak gentle, somebody at the end of the room, they cannot hear you. They lost so much if you don't give your maximum energy. So, whatever the condition, whatever way, whatever the condition, just put on yourself. You have you have to give your biggest energy to everyone. You never know. Maybe you will touch the heart of the people who they are scary maybe at that time. Maybe at that time they are sad. Maybe at that time they are confused. But when you speak with full of your energy, full of your heart, maybe you will touch some. You will not touch all of them, but you will touch some. That's what in my head. That's why I said, even there is no mic, even there is no microphone, I have to continue to give. That was Mr. Osiru said. And the process, the process, the process. Continue, continue, continue. Keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. At the end, believe me, believe me, God will give you reward. This is what the reward give me. The reward number one, I went to America again with so many people, and I met Cynthia Briganti, visit Cynthia Briganti at her house with we chartered a bus from America. We went from Bali, and then there we chartered a bus. We went to Cynthia house near a Bill Gates complex. So after the event, I continue my trip holiday. Sit Yosemite.
Going to Yosemite Lodge today. Alright, quite a few. That is the only time stop so we will be going there first. And now we will head out to the
Ini dia momennya. Oh, rasanya bergetar no. You see, guys, I call it Nora in Bahasa. Nora itu what does Nora mean? Nora is what is Nora? I don't know in English. Crazy. Crazy. Nora is like crazy, Yosemite, one of the best botanical garden, one of the best natural protection. What do you call it? Park, the biggest natural park in America, maybe the finest one. We went there with the kid, with the and it's expensive. We decided to do it with my son. I give, you know, as I said, give the facilities, give the experience to your son to try anything possible for you. If you can, why not? If you're able to do it, just give it to them. A new experience, what they feel it, we will memorize it. So I give it a chance to do the helicopter. Expensive, yes, but compared to Bali, it's more expensive in Bali. Why? Nobody. I mean, in Bali, if you have money, you cannot even know how to do it. Which way? You don't know the way how to do the helicopter, to rent the helicopter for something like that. Maybe if you have something special, you can do it. But in America, you can pay. Maybe you pay more, but you can pay. Just like attraction. In Bali, we don't have helicopter attraction. We have helicopter charter for business. But right there, I did it. And in the middle, you see the people dance there. That is my people. That is my friend. That is my team. I said to my team, if you come up to America, you pay already lots. If you still shy, if you still, calm on the street, it's not you. This time, if you go to America, you spend a lot, you have to be crazy. Explore yourself. Explore yourself. The money will work to you when you have the new experience there. If they dance, you have to dance. Even if they don't dance, you have to dance on the street. Why? Challenge yourself to be something, exciting. To be something, do something different. Do something different. On our feet, below our shoes, is the footprint. Footprint. Maybe Michael Jackson there. Maybe the other big artist there. That was on the Hollywood street. We was there just dancing. I don't mind. We don't mind. Try to understand that we don't mind what the people think of us. What the most important, express yourself. You pay a lot already to be there. So, see, pay yourself. You mean, reward yourself. I mean, you pay already, then reward yourself with the new things. That's why we dance there. Okay? Maybe you follow, I don't know. Some like something like crazy. And then what's coming up? See. This one. This screen now, you see. This is Nancy. Nancy, I met her at the training, 6A training. Nancy, the youngest member of the training. The training opened at 8:59. The door closed at 9 o'clock. So 1 minute for 135 something to go in to the room. If you are late there is no excuse. You have to stay outside. The first 30 minutes, the second 30 minutes, the third 30 minutes. If you're still there to the third 30 minutes, you still come in. But if you late is late. So Nancy there, you see, she walked very slow. The first day I met her, I want to help her to climb up the stage, to climb the stair. But she refused me. No, I don't need it. Okay. And the second day, still I see her walks very slow, and I help her. Please, I want to help you. And the second day, he said, okay. And we walk slowly, and then we go to the room for training. I have the chance to interview her, to talk, to discuss, to talk with her. And I said to her, ask her, Nancy, she has no husband no more. She has no son, no daughter, no child. She already 80 years old. I asked her, Nancy, for who you doing this? Why you doing Kangen water business and you also attending the training? For who? For what? And he said to me, Wayan, I did it for you, he said to me. Then she answered me, Wayan, I did it for you. You see? And I said, why? She said, you know, if you are young, maybe you are not my son anymore. Maybe you are my, grandson. If I am your grandmother, still can do it. You have no reason to not to do it. You have to do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. That was he said. There is another experience in the room. Many story with the Nancy. I have so many story with the Nancy. I share with you one you now. And what is the next about Nancy? I met her again next year up there. I met her again in San Francisco, Anaheim, in Anaheim. She already 6'82". The first I met her, 6'8", 80 years old. 1 year later, she became 6'8" 1 year. A young lady like Nancy. If you now feel suffer doing your journey, see Nancy. If you still complaining doing this business, see Nancy. That is Nancy in my heart. She always there. She always remind me, Wayan, you have no reason to complain whatever. You have to enjoy your journey, by the way. And I continue my journey, and this is come up when focusing on my journey. Yeah. Ini sesuatu yang di luar dugaan teman-teman, luar biasa. Hari ini dream come true. Boleh dibilang dream come true karena hari ini saya bisa melihat ada pohon seperti ini atas nama sendiri. Itu sesuatu banget. Teman-teman usahakan, bekerja aja terus, lakukan terus, happy aja terus menjalankan ini, one day akan nyampe di sini. Namanya Suhendra Setiadi, namanya Bro Januar, namanya Vivi, namanya Gede Sukarsana, namanya Raras, nama siapapun bisa ada di sini. Mulai bayangkan itu di dalam diri kita. One day kita akan punya pohon, sesuatu yang kita tanam di bumi. Nah, kalau kita menanam sesuatu di bumi, itu namanya pohon akan bawa kehidupan, teman-teman. Nah, yang harus dilakukan berikutnya adalah bekerja di kedalaman. Bekerja di sesuatu yang tidak terlihat. Karena pohon ini bisa tumbuh karena sesuatu yang tidak terlihat. Sesuatu yang tidak terlihat itu adalah yang ada di bawah sini. Langit, bumi. Bumi ini tempat kita berpijak. Di dalam bumi ada sumber kehidupan. Akarnya itu harus kita tumbuhkan, teman-teman. Tempat ini, tanahnya ini harus disuburkan. Mereka adalah tim kita. Orang-orang yang kita support. Yang paling penting disupport adalah orang yang baru, 0A sampai dengan 2A. Itu yang harus tumbuh. Itu berada di dasar. Tidak kelihatan mereka. Justru kita harus bekerja di sana. Membangun mereka, membantu mereka. The tree, bubble tree, is imagination. Bubble tree, something is not real. Bubble tree, only in your mind. Bubble tree is just the system. Bubble tree is just the way how Enagic want you to grow. But in real life, bubble tree is true in Enagic. Mr. Oshiro, so generous. One day, everyone who follow the heart, who follow the spirit of Enagic, they will paint their name on the name of the tree. I've been in Singapore Zoo. I saw in Singapore, there is a name of the corporate. There is a name of the big company on the tree in the zoo. You might earn the tree with your name in Singapore if you have big business. If you maybe CEO of big corporate. Then you will have your name on the show. But in Enagic, Mr. Oshiro appreciate you. Mr. Oshiro so generous appreciate you with the real tree, with your real name. For me, 683 is not about the rank. 683 is not about the income only. 683 is not about, 683 is about your life, your spirit, your legacy. When you have your own tree, Mr. Oshiro want to say to you, Wayan, this tree can only grow if the root of the tree you maintain it well. If the environment around the tree you maintain it well, the tree will not grow at all if you don't maintain your 0A, your 1A, your 2A. Maintain them very well, then you might grow. The tree will die if you don't maintain it. It's not about, the tree is, you and your team, you and your environment. So, in the real thing, in the real life, when you plant the tree, you already saved the world. You plant the tree, the water will be there, Kangen water will still flow. Without tree, there is no Kangen water. Without tree, there is no you. Mr. Oshiro wants us to plant the tree, as many as possible. When you plant the tree on your name, you will take care of the tree. Maybe you see the tree somewhere, maybe you don't take care, but if you see the tree on your name, guarantee you, you will care of it, right? So, Mr. Oshiro deeply want to teach us to appreciate this word by planting the tree on your name, by giving this inspiration to your next generation. So Enagic is not about the water anymore. Enagic about your life. That's why Mr. Oshiro said, change your water, change your life. This is the truth he wants to say to us. I feel it like that. I see it that way. I don't know. Maybe you see also that way. At least now, tonight, right now, you will see from my way, from what I see. Right? That is the meaning of the tree. What is next? Big challenge always come. And Joko said to me, this story never ends. Then this one coming up.
Oke, siap semua. Hitungan 3. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Guys, if you want to be crazy, you type 1 there. You need to be crazy to feel the freedom. It's not about the money, it's about the freedom. The freedom is not related with the money. The freedom is inside you and you spread it out. If you want that freedom, please type it 1 there on your chat. Because can you see there's 1 coming up? There's so many 1 coming up. My son just in front of me, When I speak like this, just like I teach him, just like I speak to him. So, guys, really important. The freedom is not about the money. The freedom is not about the rank. The freedom is about how you explore yourself, how you let yourself happy doing this business. That is the freedom. The money will come up. The money will come up. The third part of this business, peace in mind, happiness. If you suffer, if you suffer doing this business, that's not the point. If you happy doing this business, my goodness. Joko asked Joko, what the question Mr. Oshiro asked to Joko? Mr. Oshiro said to Joko, Joko, are you happy doing this business? So I asked to Joko. We was in the table, the same table, with Mr. Oshiro, we're having dinner together. Me, Joko, and some others having dinner together. What is the question from Mr. Oshiro to Joko? Joko, are you happy doing this business? He didn't ask, do you have enough money now doing my business? Now, happy it means you can explore yourself. You can feel the freedom. That is the business. This is Enagic. The money is impact of your action. Okay? What is next? This is the investment. I said to myself, you listen to this video. You will have to listen to this video. You will see. Let's see. I always remind myself that we don't know where the business will bring us to and where is the life will bring us to. So be wise to do the investment when you have already result from the energy.
I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you. Ooh, see, you are the reason.
You see, the one singing there is my wife. You know, I always happy to give the challenge, to give the chance to everyone to explore their life, including my wife. My wife says, no, 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 no. I say, yes, 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 yes. So I put her in match with you. You know, you have to be wise in this business. Otherwise, you cannot be survived in whatever way. When you have already the result from Enagic, me, I will not buy a fancy car. No. I said to myself, we never know the experience of the business. We never know where the business will bring us to. We even don't know where the life will bring us to. That's why when you have already result from Enagic, you can reward yourself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can reward yourself whatever you want. But please be wise to do the investment. Mr. Oshiro doing a lot of investment. We have to follow his way. I do the investment. I did the investment. I'm doing the investment. The first investment I'm doing on the land and in field. The second investment still doing it. The second investment I'm doing is this one. Guys, maybe the investment really relate to the value in terms of money. But sometimes investment is not really related to the value of the money. My parents, they already work hard all their life. They have, 7 sons. I have 2 sisters, 5 brothers. It's me, my father, my mother, my parents work so hard along their life. They don't have chance to enjoy it. They never come to the hotel. They, like life at different world. But in the truth life, the life with us, they need to see. Maybe they don't like, the big hotel room, but they want to see. Oh, this is your result. This is what you are doing, Wayan. Oh, I can see now you have it. You know, when we have something from our job, from our business, when our parent can see it, they will feel, okay, I feel I'm success now with you. You understand me? It's not about you can buy a car, but you want to show them, Father, Mother, I'm working hard because you're teaching us always working hard, and this is the result. Your son now is not suffer anymore. Your son now already can smile, already can sell something. That's the feeling, that's the message I want to give, the reward I want to give to my parents. So I investing on the unit of Swiss Bell in Bali, just to facilitate. Sometime maybe my father, my parents want to enjoy there, not for him, but for his grandson. So they love to see all the son, all the child, all the grandson is there. That's the point. Next. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what is investment in this time? I dream, I work already 22 years in so many industry. I dream at that time I want to retire. How to be retired? And I dream I must have franchise. But the franchise of Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut is so expensive. I see the franchise of the Enagic. Then I bought the one franchise of Enagic, and then I look after the next franchise. I see small franchise, I see big franchise. I did it. I take it. Indomaret, maybe you know Indomaret. I also doing the investment on Indomaret, and also I'm doing the financial investment. So I said to you, maybe good for you to do the same way. I don't know. If interesting you, you can do. You can save your life. Like this time. This time everything stuck. Still, our investment still working hard. The money is still working there. Our investment, financial investment, still working there. Give us some income right now in this situation. So that's the function of the investment sometimes. And this. investment also I'm doing it. And I'm doing, we have to do the selective. We must selective doing the investment. I'm doing the crowdfunding crowdfunding project. Belong to my friend. I teach him long time ago to flip from a small project into a big project. And then he became, grow so big, grow so fast. And I learned from him. I teach him at the beginning. Now he growing up, he is so very big. He always use crowdfunding to to maintain his project. He never loan money from the bank. I'm one of the member of the crowdfunding in his project. So I'm also many kind of investment. So maybe one fall, I don't know, expecting one fall. Maybe one goes slow, the other will go okay, the other will go fast. Like kangaroo water now, we still can go, but the other thing also go like that, right? So this is just the basic way why I'm doing it. And this is the last 40. That is my wife. You can sleep now. Imagine you sleep there at the villa. That's my son jumping on the water. Imagine yourself. You see your garden, maybe small, but that is your creation. You see your pool, that is yours. You see the bird. You riding with your family, with your son, with the one you love. This is the business. The business how you enjoy your life. Not only looking for money, but give the value to your life. This project, this villa, I earn with one of my partner in Enagic, Suhendra Setiadi and Fifi. You know, when we are in the business, Mr. Oshiro said, you will become a family. For me, that word is life. Suhendra, Fifi, just like my younger brother, my younger sister. They are my partner. I just know them, not very long. And now they become a family of brother to me. When we're doing investment, we don't look for the money only. But this Kangen villa is very meaningful. Why? I bought this villa from the Australian. If you have your own land, you can build your own villa. The value is different for me when I bought it from the foreigner. Foreigner, for me, in fact, in Bali, they have much more money than me. Much more money than me. I dream to have my own villa. Almost many villas, resort in Bali owned by foreigner. You see, like they are higher than me. Now I beat them. The phrase, feel the freedom. Don't take it different, right? So I bought the villa from the foreigner. It's meaning a lot to me. I feel it like we are the same. We are the same human being. Your money, the same with my money. Your value, the same with my value. You need food, I need food. You can buy villa, I can buy villa. You see? That's the freedom. That is the freedom. So this $1 million villa, the meaning to me and Suendra is much more than that. Okay? That's the freedom you have to fight the Enagic with the work hard. So at the end of the story tonight, however how fly how high you fly, like a bird, how high you fly. There is a philosophy from Mr. Oshiro. He called it trilogy of Chinese proverb. Trilogy of Chinese proverb. Mr. Oshiro teach me this through Asatosa. Trilogy Chinese proverb. One of the trilogy Chinese proverbs said, when you get back home, don't close your door. Open your terrace. When you open your terrace, the income will come up, follow your fight before. Then remind to yourself, whatever result you have it already, you are still a son. You are still a father. You are still a mother. You still need anyone else. Get back to your life. You still need anyone else. Remind yourself you still need it. So be humble. Get back to the ground. Use your sandal jepit. Mr. Oshiro like it. Okay, that is the end of my story I want to share to you tonight. I think this is end already. Okay, end already.
Yeah. Thank you. Now I'm not a cop. Thank you, Pak Wayan.
You're welcome.
We're going to see your face here. Okay. Oh, hi. Okay. Thank you for such an inspiring story. We're just listening. I'm going to call you Pak Kaya lah. You're not Pak Wayan. Yeah. Okay, for those who don't know, Kaya means Mr. Rich. He is so rich. Okay, you have such a great, amazing
Thank you
story.
very much.
And you're inspiring us with this Enagic journey, because look at the investment you have. I'm sure you share with us to tell us that with Enagic we can achieve a lot, right? So
yes.
How many years just now? 20. Now it's 2020. Yeah, 8 years in Enagic.
Yeah, 8 years. Almost
8
the
years
same
already.
with Choco. Yeah, 8 years.
Yeah. So this is one of your best business, I believe, you have come across.
One of. Yes, one of.
So what do you want to tell someone who, you show us just now the story of Nancy. She's already 18 years old. Yeah.
I see this way.
Yeah.
I'm in the construction company.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own construction company.
Yeah.
To get the income in rupiah, 100 million, so 10,000 US dollars.
Okay.
To earn income 10,000 US dollars, maybe I can have more. Sometime. But sometimes I get nothing. What I see at the Enagic is stable. This is what I'm looking for. This is what the bold line I see on Enagic. You have your stable income. And the second one, to have 10,000 US dollars, 100 million rupiah income per month in the construction, I must have a construction project about 10 billion rupiah. Because our profit there, 7 to 10%. One house, maybe 2 billion. So I must have 5 projects of the house. Imagine the one project to another project, the distance more than 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
How hard? How many labor? How many storage? How many material? How many people you have to control to have only 100 million rupiah per month? You cannot do it less than 1 year. Cannot. The construction will be more or less 1 year. I'm doing the Enagic for the same time, 1 year, from the zero, from start learning, 1 year doing the Enagic, I got the same 100 million rupiah per month.
And one
How much?
investment. Yeah.
Yeah. And the investment, 10 billion compared to 40 million rupiah. Nothing. So what Enagic want to say to you, money is not the value, is not your value. Your value is your hard work. The value is your mind. The value is your commitment, is your energy. That's what Enagic want to say to us, to me.
To all of us.
All of us.
Yeah. Thank you so much. What? This is already almost 10 o'clock and we have still 250 people, 53 people listening to your story. Thank you so much, Pak Kaya. Yeah. Yeah. We are really, really inspired. We have to come to Bali to visit you. And
You
thank you
must,
for
you must.
yes. Thank you for sharing really sincerely with your story, your journey, because you really review a lot of personal things, even your investment. But we are really inspired. We hope to see you in Singapore soon when you come the next time. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Take care. Stay safe, and we will say hello to all our friends who are here. Thank you for staying with us. We hope you also enjoyed the journey of Pak Wayan, and we shall see each other in another Zoom soon. Okay, thank you everyone. We shall say good night.